A sudden and dangerous escalation along the Pakistan Afghanistan border. There were overnight exchanges of gunfire, reports of numerous soldiers killed, and border crossing have been shut down. In the next 15 minutes, I will clarify what happened, what various parties are saying, how other nations are responding, and what if Pakistan can anticipate assistance from its allies. Let's begin with the facts. Pakistan has conducted airstrikes within Afghanistan earlier this week. The Taliban government, representing Afghan forces, then launched attacks on Pakistani border posts overnight. Kabul claims that many Pakistani soldiers has lost their life. Pakistan has closed significant crossings and stated it will retaliate. Regional powers are calling for restraint. What has triggered the clash? What led to this incident? Journalists report that Pakistan executed airstrikes this week in and around Kabul and other Afghan regions, targeting a TTP leader. Pakistan asserts it combating militants who assault its territory. Afghanistan, however, deems these strikes as breaches of its sovereignty. This is the immediate catalyst. Here are the details regarding the airstrikes. Several Afghan cities were reportedly targeted in the early hours of the operation. Pakistan declared objective was to strike militant leaders associated with attacks on its soil. At least publicly, Pakistan has not provided a comprehensive account of each strike. Late on October 11th and 12th, the fighting extended to border posts. Afghan forces claim they opened fire on Pakistani posts in what they termed retaliation. Pakistan stated it responded with gunfire, artillery, and destroyed positions. Border crossing, including Torkam and Chaman, were shut down. Reports from two sides are totally different. Afghanistan has said that it has killed 58 Pakistani soldiers during the overnight operations. Additionally, the Afghan has also indicated that several Afghan fighters were also killed or injured. Pakistan has not verified the figure of 58. Some sources from Pakistan have reported much lower casualties. There is still a lack of independent verification. The casualty figures. Why are these numbers so different? In battles and clashes, both sides often show the enemy's losses while downplaying their own. Independent reporters, hospital records, or international monitors usually help verify these figures, but it takes time. For now, let's take the Afghan claim as an official. The clashes took place in various spots along the Duran line, the long and disputed border. Reports highlight specific areas like Kurram and other northwestern districts in Pakistan, along with neighboring Afghan provinces. These areas have seen cross border violence for many years. This situation involves more than just two governments. The TTP is a militant organization that operates from certain areas in Afghanistan and conducts attacks on Pakistan. Pakistan holds the TTP responsible for numerous attacks within its borders. The TTP activities in Afghanistan are key reason why Islamabad claims it must take action. Pakistan has shut down several significant border crossings and has promised a strong reaction. On the diplomatic side, Pakistan is engaging with regional allies and stressing the importance of halting the sheltering of militants across the border. Countries in the region and those with majority Muslim population have largely called for restraint and dialogue. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Iran have publicly urged for calm and encouraged both parties to engage in discussions. This nation seeks to avert escalation and maintain stability in the region. In mid September 2025, Pakistan entered into a strategic defense agreement with Saudi Arabia. This raised concerns regarding collective security. However, a defense agreement does not guarantee automatic military action. It relies on specific language of the agreement and diplomatic choices made during a crisis. Currently, Saudi Arabia and other nations are advocating for de escalation instead of deploying troops, and it seems unlikely that the UAE will respond with ground troops at this moment. The UAE maintains strong financial and diplomatic relations with Pakistan, but it has not revealed any official plans to deploy troops to Afghanistan or Pakistan amid this crisis. Public statements from the UAE emphasize restraint and diplomatic efforts. Therefore, the UAE provides political and economic support to Pakistan. There are no evident indications that it will engage in military intervention. Why aren't allies stepping in because direct military engagement could escalate the conflict across borders, disrupt global partnership, and lead to a larger war. Governments in the Middle East favor diplomacy, mediation, and subtle pressure over open conflict, at least for now. In a short term, we can expect more skirmishes, border closures, and political maneuvering. Looking ahead, if either side keeps launching attacks in other territory, things could heat up and draw in outside supporters. On the flip side, it might cool down fast if outside mediators step in. The big questions are whether Pakistan will keep up the airstrikes and in Afghanistan forces will ramp up their border cross operations. Whenever border shutdowns and conflicts pop up, it's the everyday people who take the hit. Trade takes a hit, folks can't get to work or see their family, markets have to shut down, and the risk of refugees become a reality. Even if the fighting stays in one place, the anxiety and economic fallout ripple through local neighborhoods. There's been a worrying rise in hostilities after airstrikes from Pakistan were reported. Afghanistan says they have suffered major losses on the Pakistani side, but Pakistan disputes these numbers and claims its own damages. Nearby Muslim countries are calling for peace, and it looks like the UAE or other allies aren't planning to send troops anytime soon. For now, stay tuned for independent casualty checks, diplomatic moves, and mediator involvement.